Hi, this is Taki'h,
and Timo.
and we want to welcome you to the Path of Consorts series of talks. Today, we're going to introduce you to two foundational cornerstone rules to live by that we hold sacred and as absolute truths in our relationship. And it gives us that backbone, those pillars that we can lean on when things get shaky. So they are: the first is love is not negotiable. It will not be withdrawn. It is not something that is going to diminish or be taken away because of something the other does or does not do, says or doesn't say. Love is not negotiable. That no matter what, you are loved. So this is something that is, it's about your own commitment to love. And if I have my own commitment to love, that I will hold on to love enough for both of us if the other wavers, or if the other is perhaps in a place of shadow or of gaminess or whatever, that in that time, that doesn't mean I love you less. In fact, it means that that's the time to love more, to hold on to love more. But basically, that just because you're going into some dark space or have things coming up, love is not withdrawn. It's not negotiated. And the second one is I trust that the other is not here to hurt me, has no intention. It's about the intention to hurt me. Does that mean I'm not going to get hurt? No, I'll get hurt. I'll feel pain. Things will come up. Life will happen. But I hold in my heart, I hold in clarity that the other has no intention to hurt me. And when you can start to see, that you think the other person is wanting to, you're projecting, or, that whatever is happening, that you're wanting to point the finger out, but then coming back in that, no, it is true that the other has no intention to hurt me. And then what? So then you have to look in, basically. You want to share anything about that?
Yeah, this was maybe a little over a year into our relationship that Taki went into a very intense training for 2 months. And I was alone in Finland, and she was in New Zealand, in the other side of the globe. And I was going through all kinds of issues with my wounding and my jealousy, and things came up like almost on a daily basis. And almost on a daily basis, I kept repeating myself when going into these wounds that I know she loves me, I know she's not going to hurt me. And that was an anchor that I could speak to my wounded part and then look in that what it is it about me, that what I'm going through. And that was my life jacket for those 2 months. It really worked. Yeah.
How did it affect you?
It just gave me, like, again and again to look at why am I feeling jealousy right now, why am I feeling abandoned, or whatever wound was coming up. And then repeatedly, if the same thing was coming up, and I would always address it from these pillars, then it started to heal. I started to see what was it about, because I did not project it out on you. I was able to look inside, and that was like a really good training to be alone and to apply that continuously, almost on a daily basis. So I had my own training at home. Yeah.
And I know in previous relationships, I didn't apply. When I didn't apply this rule of love will not be withdrawn, I, it was this well, if you this, then I'll leave you. If you, there was this threats threats that love will be withdrawn, threats. And of course there are reasons why you would walk away from a relationship, or that you would want things to alter, and that you put boundaries, but that's very different than really feeling that like love is a piece on the chessboard that gets moved back and forth. And and to know that inside, because you know we all go through our stuff, and we all go through dark times, but to know that, yeah, even in this I'm loved, even in this I'm held in love, that is such an amazing gift to receive, such an amazing place to be, to be held in that. And then you rise to meet that, rise in love. You know
Yeah, and I was coming from a very unconscious world and was very new to the all the conscious sexuality world and tantra and everything. So there were many new things that were really scary for me, and so I didn't need to like clarify all the things and have like a detailed book of what's gonna happen where, when I could go back into, okay, whatever she's now doing, it's not to hurt me. And yes, I know that she deeply, deeply loves me. So that got me through many otherwise complicated things of what the hell is happening here now, and what is this yoni massage or whatever scary thing that she's gonna do now with some other man.
so we share these with you in hopes that they inspire you, that look into your relating. Is love a chess piece? Is it something that is up for negotiation? Is it something that you use as a threat, that it will be diminished, or that it will be taken away? And then the second one about, do you trust? Can you trust? You close your eyes and just ask inside, honestly, can you trust? Do you trust the other person, your partner, that they're not, have no intention to hurt you? And can you say that about yourself? That you don't have any intention to hurt your partner? Intention. Now, of course, coming from a wounded space, it can look like there's an intention, but really, like, am I wanting to hurt this person? And if the answer is yes, then reevaluate. Okay, is this the relationship I want to be in, or is this how I want to act? Because maybe it's you who's doing that. Is this what I want to live? It's very beautiful to be free of those two things.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us today,
Thank you.
and we'll be back with more sharings, with more transmissions, more inspirations.